What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're out here catching a lot of fish today. Fishing with all ultralight tackle. Right now parked up on top of a big bush. And I am catching, well, big crappie and, well, just kidding. Very small crappie, but monstrous bluegill. Like, that is the biggest one I have ever caught. Holy crap. That's big. So anyway, I'm going to talk about how to find them, what I'm doing, and how to park yourself on top of a bush and catch a couple. So come with me. Okay, so we just pulled up to one of my spots that I found before. So now honestly that's half the battle, is just finding underwater structure. That's something you just got to kind of go out and do, scan with your sonar, look for bushes, trees, stuff like that. Here's a great sized bush. Now what I have here is a marker buoy. This piece, it just has a weight on the bottom, string attached. You drop it in the water on top of the bush, the buoy floats, the weight sinks, and it stays in place, just so you can kind of keep track of where you're at. Now I have found that spot lock can't quite keep me right on top of the bushes, so I'm going to use this marker buoy. I will still use spot lock to keep myself around it, but I like the marker buoy to really have a very accurate location as to where I'm casting at. So they're right back in there somewhere. Let's go ahead and find them again. We just passed over them once and I looked at it. It looked like there could have been some fish on there. It's hard to tell with a bush that's that dense, but we'll take a look. Okay, there's one. I'm gonna toss this in the water. And anchor. So we'll float right here. Get this camera moved and we'll start fishing. Start off with the fiberglass pole today. So I have a curly tail grub on it, black with some chartreuse. It's rained a lot. I'm thinking that's going to catch us some fish today. I'm really not sure, but we'll start with that. I have more of a clear blue on, also translucent blue, that we'll try too. So I know that we're in about 14 feet of water and it's 2 feet off the bottom. So I don't want to really get it in the bush per se, because I might hook it, but I'm just going to go right above it. So let this sink about 10 to 12 seconds. Experiment in that range. Just got bumped. It's a real good one. Man. Well, at least we know they're here. And there we are. We caught one. Not the biggest that I've ever caught, but hey, we know where the fish are at least. I've noticed recently that a lot of the fish I've been catching were really, really small, but they're still a lot of fun to catch, so let him go. So what I did there is I just switched colors to a blue instead of that to black and chartreuse, so I guess the water's not that dirty. Let's try again. What I have noticed fishing for these crappie is that sometimes if you see them there on the sonar but they're not biting, I just slow it down a little bit. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's a much better fish. Nice. Oh yeah, that's a great fish. Well, oh, no, it's a monstrous bluegill. Move that rod. Wow, that's the biggest bluegill I've ever seen. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Look at that one. That is a great blue. That's the biggest bluegill I have ever seen. Wow. Awesome. Well, there's fish here. Let's catch a couple more. What's crazy is that I thought that was a big crappie. It fought much harder than that when I just caught. Man. But anyway, as I was saying, when you really slow it down, that's when they tend to bite. It's more fun to, crank it through there, but yeah, you're not going to catch much unless they're really, really active that day. I just have 4-pound line on both of these rods too. I don't feel like I ever need more than that when I'm fishing for crappie. I've caught some really big fish on 4-pound line. You just have to take your time when you're pulling them in. You can't really crank them in like you might want to. What I am noticing is that I'm not catching anything on this side of the marker buoy. I'm catching them all on that side. So I'm just going to fish over there. That's all there is to it. The wind makes it easier to cast over there anyway, so it's not the end of the world. So I just had a bite, and I'm gonna kind of leave it sit there a little bit in hopes that something comes back and tries again. Oh, there we go, and we're on. I didn't even feel that bite. But that's what it looks like. It's what we're catching. Looks to be a black crappie based on the lines. Yeah, there's no vertical lines, it's just spots. I'm thinking that's black. I don't know about you, but I don't care if they're big fish or not. I just like to catch fish. Maybe in a couple years, once I get better, I might prefer the bigger ones, but they're all fish to me. Oh, he's getting bit there. I hope that... There we go. Yeah, it's a pretty small one again, I can tell. Maybe a little bigger. I don't know. There we go, another one. Looks to be a black also, but nice. I wish I had a camera and I could see what was going on, because sometimes I feel a real hard bite and there's nothing there. Oh, there we go. Something there that time. A little bigger, I think. Yeah, oh yeah, okay, we're getting there. This one's about 8 inches, getting a little better. I bet those other ones were 6 to 7, so that's something. Gotta go back onto the bush. I keep calling it a bush. I really don't know if it's a bush. I don't know. I just came across it one day when we were swimming, actually. I trolling by with the sonar, and I said, oh, that's a good one. So I marked a couple spots in this area, and they've been very productive ever since. When I only had like 2 or 3 crappie spots, you know, marked out, it was kind of hard to go crappie fishing and, you know, really catch some. But now I have probably 10. We have probably 10 trees marked out. So if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ain't biting, you can try the rest of them, and there's a pretty good chance you'll find some on something. And that's really all there is to it. Find something underwater with the down scan, drop a marker buoy on it, back off 10-15 feet, cast at it with a couple different baits, you know, try different colors, sizes, etc. until you find what they're biting, and if nothing's there, then try a different piece of structure. So I hope I could help you at least a little bit, and thanks for watching.